Hey gang, Dream 14 here. This is William and Dream 14. I'm a split personality kind of guy. Anyways, I'm here to let you guys know that I have a Pixel. What? And if you just saw my previous live stream like less than 5 minutes ago, the reason I'm doing this one is because I just want to give a few of my opinions off of the Pixel device before I make my full review. Just get this out of the way. Plus, if you guys have time to watch this one and have some questions for me, I would love for those to be in the comments or like during the live stream so I can know what to put in the review if I'm not already going to put it in there. So what is most important to you guys, so forth, So anyways, as the title says, I was an iPhone user, and I just realized I wrote that incorrectly. Not the point. So I'm not an iPhone user, but I switched to the Pixel, and here are some of the things I love about my Pixel as an iPhone person switching to this. If you haven't watched my history video where I explain why I'm an iPhone user, why yada yada, how long I've been doing this, go ahead and check out the link in the description or go to my channel and you can see my video explaining my long storied history switching between the two ecosystems and why this phone finally made me switch. But here we go. So I have the Pixel XL in, I think, very black, I think is what the color is called. Let me take this case off of it real fast. This is a live case. It's one of Google's special pre-made live cases, so you can put any photo or map picture or anything you want on the back pretty much, as long as it's not copyrighted. And then Google has their own specially designed cases. These just came out. They're not available in the Google store yet, and I don't think they're available online anywhere. But if you go to Best Buy, at least at the Best Buys I went to, they did have this one case. And it was weird. They only had it for the Pixel XL. So if you're rocking an XL and you want a case like this, go ahead, check it out. It's really nice. I love the picture. I never used the NFC button on the back. Honestly, it doesn't work that well. So whatever. It's a slim case. That's what I wanted. It offers some protection, of course, for that huge glass back. But I just like the photo. So, So some of the things I love about this phone are, right away, if you look at the screen, when I unlock it, you can see that movement of the background. I love that. That is the live photo background. I think that's what they're called. Live Earth background. I just love that so much. It's such a little thing, but I enjoy it greatly. And it just adds to the premium feeling. It doesn't feel like a gimmick. It feels fluid and it works with the system. That's what I expect from iOS. And when I switched to Android, I was really worried I was going to lose that. And of course, I did not with the Pixel. Everything flows together perfectly because, once again, it's not a phone company taking Android, making it their own, putting it on their phone. This is Google saying, we made Android, we made this phone, boom, together, perfect phone. I love it. I did not think I would ever use the double-click power button to access the camera quickly. Double-click it, camera comes up. But I've used that way, way more than I was expecting. Same goes for the fingerprint sensor. I thought since it was on the back, I was never going to use it. Use it all the time. I even use the swipe down gesture on the fingerprint sensor to pull down the notification bar. And when I borrow my mom's phone to download some apps on there for her that she definitely needs, I use the back, and she has an Nexus 6, which does not have a fingerprint sensor, but it does have a dimple on the back. And I find myself swiping down occasionally, and I'm like, wait a second, I can't do that on this phone. So I definitely use this and have gotten used to it, and it's just a great feature. So I just love the overall cleanness of the homepage. I love the swipe up feature to get to your apps. I love the hold down the carrot top to get the access to search bar right there. Yeah, everything I missed on Android is pretty much has a version of it built in already, which is really nice. So if I'm typing a few words, I can hold down the space bar, if you can see that, and swipe between the words and use it like a trackpad. It's not as well as the iPhone, which does the same thing. And I do wish it was a better version, but I'm happy at least they have that version, which is something I was missing for the first few weeks and then found out you could still do that. So there's a lot of things with this phone that I found out, oh, this can do this too, versus my iPhone. And it really made me happy that I did switch to this. The display is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. It is the same display as the S7 Edge, and that was the phone that made me switch back to Android, then switch back to iPhone. But I'm really happy that this phone has the same display because it is incredible to look at. I got the XL version with 128 gigabytes. Space really isn't a factor with this phone because you do have the unlimited photo storage backup with Google Photos for any Pixel user. And that's in high quality photos too. That's just not the basic photos you take every day. These are the 4K videos, the 12 megapixel photos. They are all uploaded in their original format to Google Photos. So whenever I get home after a long day of picture taking, I just open up the app, click free up space, it uploads everything and deletes it off your phone. So everything's backed up for you. You don't have to have any space taken up by your photos and 4K videos. So I really, really like that. It's one of my favorite features of this phone, but it's so seamless and you don't have to think about it, you know, especially with, let me show you the icon for Google Photos right there. If you hold down the icon, one of the options, here, let me turn the brightness down a little bit. One of the options is free up space. So literally from the icon, you can press that, free up space, and you immediately have apps. You have your photos backed up. So especially nice with the little 3D touch-esque gestures on your icons. You can grab one of those shortcuts within the 3D touch and add it to your home screen. So you could even add a free up space icon to your home screen if you so felt the need to be pressing that instead of 3D touching the app icon itself. So other things I love about the Pixel phone, the rounded icons, seem small and simple, but when every icon is finally supported with a circular icon, it'll look so beautiful and seamless. I'm using the stock Pixel launcher. I've been a huge fan of the Action 3 launcher for a very long time, but when I switched back to Android, the stock launcher really appealed to me. I love Google Now is just a swipe away. I also love the weather widget built into the top right there. It looks so nice. I don't have a clock or anything because it's got the time in the right-hand corner. That's just my basic setup. I have my folders right here, and I don't have an app app launcher icon on the bottom, so I really like that too. In my opinion, Google has taken all the little things that I've had complaints about personally with Android in the past and just said, here we go. We removed all of that and put it into one phone for you. And I personally really enjoy that. Any iPhone users that are switching for an Android phone or are disappointed with the 7 and want to switch to something, you're going to love this phone because it's pretty much an iPhone running Android, or as close as we're going to get to one right now. And I just personally, like I said, love the features on here, at least as I was an iPhone user. I love the touchless voice control, which has been there for a while, but they tried to definitely appeal to the Siri fans, if there are any. I was a Siri fan, but I love just asking it, hey, what's this? What's this? While I'm laying in bed or waking up or something. So they put in the home button, Google Assistant, and of course, if, you can have it in your car and just talk to it without having to actually press the home button. So they appealed like, hey, we put it in our home button too, just like you have it on an iPhone. So they definitely did try to appeal to iPhone users by making it more like an iPhone. Another thing that I really like about the Pixel is the headset. This is the Daydream VR headset. And if you were one of the lucky people to pre-order the Pixel on the very first week it was up for pre-orders, you got a free one of these. Of course, they still haven't come in the mail yet, so I was restless and impatient and went and bought these from the local Best Buy. They sold out really quickly, and this was the last one available. I really love the VR headset. I have glasses, and my glasses are pretty big. They still fit perfectly inside the cushion. And let me see if I can demonstrate that. Here, I'll show you. So as you can see, they still fit just fine in there. The only problem for me personally is that they're still a little too big. So if you have smaller glasses, you'll be just fine. If you have contacts, you're fine, all that stuff. There's no way to adjust the focal length with those. So you are stuck wearing your glasses with this. When I take them off, it's all blurry in there. So you're stuck with your glasses. If you have bigger ones, it's going to be a little less comfortable, but not horrible. The padding and cushion is so soft that you won't notice a huge, really, my dogs are deciding to bark while I'm doing this. So you're not going to notice a gigantic difference while you're wearing these. Also, one thing I noticed, maybe it's just me or maybe it's other people, but the black rings around the glass or the lenses are kind of distracting. So when I'm actually using it, it does take me out of the experience because I do see black rings. So it's not immersed fully into the VR world. I can still see the black rings around my view. So it's not a full view. It's like, here's a little bit in front of you. Also, we have black rings right here. Hello. And I don't particularly like that. I really want to shout at my dogs, but I don't want you to have to hear that. So anyways, I love the VR headset. Not a huge selling point, and if you're switching for this alone at this point in time, I wouldn't recommend doing that. It's well made, it feels comfortable, and I don't get nauseous at all while using it. And it's my first experience really with VR besides cardboard, which let's not go there. So I really like it. I'll have a full review of this on its own as well. But just right now, letting you know, incredible to have it as a side thing. 75 bucks, great price, go for it. Not a huge reason to switch fully to this if that's what you're looking for. Anyways, the design on this thing, personally, don't mind it at all. I've come from the iPhone, like I said, simple design on the thing. What some would even say boring, but I like it. On this, same thing, the glass back. At first, I was like, it's kind of gross, but it honestly, in my opinion, just looks fine. And I really love carrying this thing without a case, but I've heard so many people say that the back glass panel cracked from just laying it down on the table too hard or something. So fear got the better of me, and I don't want a D-brand skin. Never will I use a D-brand skin. So I switched immediately to a case, and it's a very slim case, so I don't notice a huge difference, but it is a little hefty of a phone when it comes to weight. So I have dropped this on my face at night. We're not going to go there. Anyways, there are a lot of little hidden features that make this phone amazing. I love this phone. Like, I don't think I've loved a phone this much since I first switched to my iPhone 6S. But like I said, it's a great phone. I love it. I'm using as much as I can the features. I wish there was a dog silence button on here. Also, I did switch to Android Wear again because I need a smartwatch because I'm just used to it. So I don't really need it, but it's just one of those I'm used to it things. So this is the Samsung Gear Live, if you're wondering. So if you have any questions about that, you can ask me too. But anyways, I will cover much more in detail on my full review, have it a lot more professional. This is just a laid back, hey guys, this is what I'm doing video. So hope you enjoy this. Like I said, I had an iPhone 7 Plus before this, and I switched to this, the Pixel XL. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I will definitely put all your answers in the full video. I'm just a regular user. I know a lot of stuff behind the Android stuff, and I know a lot of stuff behind iPhone stuff, so I know the ins and outs. But the way I like doing my reviews is just like, this is what you care about. You don't care if it's got the quad specs, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you're like, oh, it's nice to know that, but I want to know, can it get me through a day? Can I handle this? Can I play my games on it and post to Instagram without any hiccups? I will answer all that in the review so you can have a great baseline review for if you should purchase this device, because it is a little pricey. So I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching this live for those who did check in while I was streaming this. So look forward to my video coming soon. Bye, guys.